What's up, everybody? It's Mr. F, and we're going to listen to what Simon has to say about GodForge.
Welcome to my channel. It's Mr. F.
Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Some cool stuff to show you today. Last week there was a comment on my video showing the...
All right, it already looks better. Just kidding. This looks like a default template or something like that. I don't know. I kind of like it already, though. Kind of gives me that Windows 95 vibes. 6 seconds in and I'm already
cool art
blabbing.
Of the new Chernobog and Belobog saying, I hope they're also developing other parts of the game, not just improving their art. I've got to tell you, we've got 100 odd people now working on the project. If we were just improving art, I'd be like, 80 odd people that are not artists, what the hell are you doing? So yeah, of course we are also developing the game as well as improving art. What I'm going to show you today is actually part of the design work we're doing around hero roster, improving UI, UX, improving flows. And we always do this like design work. We actually do it on a program called Figma. So you can like do quick iteration before you then go and build the stuff in game. So we have a kind of mixture of Figma work where it's like UI and UX, where you're trying to improve the flows, you're trying to improve the way it feels to players, where buttons are going to sit, that type of thing. And we also have for some of our like art scenes, we have what's called previs, where again it's like basically quick mock-ups and quick almost like iteration in engine, but all of it will be like gray box. It won't be like...
I don't understand a word he's saying right here, but hey, shout out to Hell Hades for making his own video game. Been watching him since he wasn't even a face. God, that was 5 years ago now. All of a sudden, he just popped up, and there was something just about his voice. It was soothing. I shouldn't say soothing. It sounds kind of gay. It was different. That's what it was, and man. He was very intellectual, happened to be kind of at the point of the game where I was, so it just kind of made sense. And man, took off, kind of blew up, became Raid's #1 YouTube creator, content creator, and damn, now he's got his own game. So shout out to Hell Hades. That's so fucking huge.
Final assets. It's really about, does it feel right? Does it feel good? Does it improve what we've got already? And this is one of the areas where we got feedback that we need to improve. And honestly, we totally agree. So we're going to walk you through some of the work here that Victor and Henry and Paul and Mike and that group are doing around improving user flow. And hero roster scene, we know it in these games, it's so important. We actually do vision statements for a bunch of different areas of the game.
Don't read
I'll just
it.
talk you
Don't
through
read it. Don't read
one
it.
that I pulled together here for gear enhancement. So gear enhancement should be a smooth flow from acquisition
That was
into
my first
equipping,
reaction
into
video to the game that I
a
want
player
to
should have
create.
minimal clicks to find the correct gear, see its enhancement
Pissing
to a
me
hero
off.
build and equip it.
Within
Enhancing the
2
gear should be
minutes.
smooth and fast and require as few clicks as possible. The process should feel satisfying, exciting.
There's nothing worse than when you got to sit through a ton of presentations and stuff like that, and people just get up and literally read the PowerPoint that they created word for word. And I get what he's doing. It's just, did I choose the wrong video to react to?
Hoping for that high roll and rewarded visually if I get one. See, these are the type of things that we're doing here just to basically guide the designers. Generally, this is like myself and Sham will do like a vision for different areas of the game, and then that will flow to people in our team which become feature owners, and they pull together the right squad to be able to actually execute against all of these different things we're trying to improve or build, or all that.
I bet the process of creating a video game, whether it's gacha, AAA, whatever, or AAA gacha, we all sit here as armchair quarterbacks and we're like, well, shit, I'd make this game and I'd do that and I'd do this. And then you sit down and realize 3 years of development, and you just said earlier, 100 people on the fucking team. Just amazing what is going on in the background to make that happen.
Stuff. And there's tons of them, by the way, like tons of things we're working on simultaneously. Okay, so seeing as I was talking about gear, I'm going to start with gear, and this is like the base screen. So you can see we're just like trying to amend some of the different areas, trying to make the design feel cleaner and direct your eyes to the more relevant things that you should be doing.
I don't know. I didn't play it on mobile, so I imagine what he showed earlier, what it looked like through the last 2 times we played. Those numbers were small, and I'm looking at like a whatever 27-inch screen or whatever, and they were small on my computer. I can only imagine what it looked like on mobile. So this already looks 10 times better, and legit. I keep talking about it here, but that gray background is slick.
I'm just going to show you attunement first. So if I want to attune gear, we decided to change a few things about gear, actually. We decided to remove like the archetype led gear. So, you know, like cloth, plate, chainmail. We thought it'd be a cool idea. When we were first building GodForge, I was like, I really want it to have like call outs to more traditional old school RPGs. And one of those things was like this idea of archetypes, like Defender, Slayer. And then and was like, how do we push that a bit further? And it's like, well, maybe they could attune to certain gear types. It was just adding like too many layers of complexity in gear. So we still like the idea of attuning gear to your heroes, but we decided to take away that kind of like archetype-led gear slot. So, you know, cloth armor won't be a thing anymore.
You could take away the 10 bajillion gold that it costs to attune your effing weapon. Boing!
You'll just have an attunement stat that you decide if you want to use that stat or not. So if I click attune here,
have to edit that
you can see I've already got 3 pieces of gear attuned according to this Figma, with these chains kind of like depicting what's attuned. I could pick one piece and attune it if it's not attuned yet, or I could select all the pieces not yet attuned, and it will tell me what the attunement's going to give me. So in this instance, we're gaining these additional new stats like HP on this example. Plus, we're seeing what's going to change with the weapon. I can then hit attune. I can see that it's going to attune those 4 pieces. I can see the cost, and then bam, we're attuned. So now I've got all of the chains complete. So we're taking the attunement into like a separate screen just to try and make it a bit clearer what's going on. Because we felt like attunement was something in the beta where a lot of people were a bit confused about what was going on that screen. There's another couple of things here. So basic stuff. This is showing me my total stats. If I press the little drop down, it will then flip to show me what my base stats were and what stats I'm gaining from gear.
I like it.
So
that's huge.
There's some things in game where base stats is actually really important, but we really want like a cleaner feeling UI for players to see. So this kind of clean version. Then if we've got a player that really wants to go a bit deeper, there's options to go deeper.
That was nice. You know what that reminds me of? Obviously, in Raid, you're over here messing around with your gear, and if you don't want to do the math for whatever your speed or accuracy is, you just want it done for you. You want to see the whole rundown with everything. You got to go into that stupid little thing down here, click here, and then the stupid tab. Maybe they fixed that, but still, they fixed that. That tab was even more lame. But as dumb as it is, 2 clicks, I'd rather have those 2 clicks back. This is nice, just blop, and it's gonna flop out here, and then I'm sure over time as the game grows, this menu will pop out even more with more and more stats that come from other types of rankings and stuff like that. So again, looks so good, looks so clean. Can't wait to see it in action.
This kind of clean version. Then if we've got a player that really wants to go a bit deeper, there's options to go deeper. And that's really what we're trying to do from a design perspective. It's like we've got depth in our game. We know the game is deep, but we also want for the average player to be able to pick it up and just play it and feel comfortable with the different decisions they're making. And some of that you'll sort of see in action here. So, you know, if I'm a new player and I'm missing a load of gear, and I don't really know how to gear yet, we could do a quick equip.
Huge for a
so
little
I could
bit.
go into quick equip, and it would find pieces which are relevant for my archetype as best as it can. You know, for the next base, it will probably be an MVP version of this, and then we'll improve the functionality of this over time. And there'll probably be like a base layer of, I'm a new player, Quick Equip will always choose for me sets, stats, etc. And there might be like I've unlocked a new feature of it at, say, level 30, where I can now say to Quick Equip, find.
This is what's huge about this game being made by people who understand these games and people who have come up and had success playing, reviewing, understanding these games. Obviously, what could be better? Where can some risks be taken? It's just huge. I'm so stoked about this team. I don't know. It's why I've decided to actually create a channel. It's super rare that you get the opportunity to be at the ground floor of a game. Like, I got into Raid early 2020 when the vid was roaming around, as did probably 80% of viewers who know Hell Hades and Ash and Scratch and shit. Before then, I was watching. You guys remember Salt? Salt, is that real? Salt's real, right? Yeah, Salt's real. Um, uh, the long-haired, red-haired dude, Darth Microtransaction. The name alone got me, and he had some great presentation. Sitting there at the whale pod, just spending money, man. That was nuts. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the game being made and developed by people who understand these types of games. We're lucky, and you're lucky if you're watching this, and you're lucky if you have been playing in the beta and the alpha. You're going to get rewarded for that, and you're lucky that you're going to be at the ground floor as this game releases day one, and you're going to be a part of something really, really cool. That's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to quit jerking these dudes off.
Me my best build in this particular gear set, or find or like I want to select these 4 gear sets, find me the best build that I can get out of those 4 gear sets. Or it might be I want a build that pushes me towards damage, or a build that pushes me towards a certain stat, that type of stuff. So these are the sort of things we're thinking about. But Quick Equip finds me gear, I hit it.
This is a feature that I don't mind if it's not fully available right away. Like you said, it's going to be level based anyway. But I feel like this is, I don't know shit about coding, but if this was easy to do, it'd already be in Raid and it would work for everybody who's in mid or end game. But it's a pretty basic tool in Raid, so either they don't care, and we all know Raid cares about us so much. So if Raid didn't do it for us and for the players that they love so much, it must be hard to do. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe it's not an issue.
Whip, and then bam, I've gained those stats and that gear for that particular hero. So a couple other things we're looking at here is improving the way that you could kind of like rank up your pieces. So
is that a silhouette of Hercules? I pulled him, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, because we found out he was bugged, I believe. I can't remember, but as soon as I jumped into Discord and was like, yo, pulled Hercules, it just spewed a whole bunch of crap about like how much shit sucks and blah, blah, blah. People just crying hardcore because it was bugged, and that's the whole thing, is we're here to find bugs. It was weird. Discord was weird, but cool, helpful, everything. It was just weird for me as a older gent with gray his hair who doesn't really go and frequent Discord a lot. Yeah, that was new.
I could click a piece, for example, here, and this is quite a big change. I'd be really interested in your view down below. Give me some comments.
I'm sorry for pausing this so much, but this is exciting. This looks fucking good. Again, there's a lot of text there. It looks great for me with these big ass screens in front of me. I don't know what it's going to look like on mobile. And this is a mobile gacha game, so we'll see what's up.
So we're looking at instead of having like ranking up to 16, and you get these kind of like break points at 4, 8, 12, 16. We've seen it on a bunch of games. Like, do I really care about the 1 to 3 before I get to 4? Do I care about 5 to 7 before I get to 8?
Nope.
And we're like, does that just add a layer of complexity we don't need? We want depth, not complexity. So we're like, what about if we just had 4 rank ups? Each time you rank up, you improve your base stat, you improve substats, and it's just a 1-button rank up. So I can press rank up.
Wait, is he saying that every single time you rank up your piece, the small substats are going to go up? Because if that's true, I'll middle out the whole team. That's huge.
Up and
come on.
And bam, now we're going to like the rank up mode. Shows me what it's going to cost me, and then I'm like, rank up. And I see my stats go up. Rank up. I see my stats go up. I hit my maximum rank.
It's that easy.
And then I could equip it to my hero as I want to.
Made by a
so that's the way we're thinking on gear changing, just to improve that. Also, we were thinking about doing a quick rank up button. So quick rank up would basically look at all 6 pieces that I'm wearing right now, and I'd be like, okay, rank them all up to level 1. What's that going to cost me? Can I do it? Press the button, and it's just going to go ahead and do it.
That looked like a lot.
Or I could choose to rank up to different levels.
All this will make
and it will
sense
tell me
to
if there's
all of
a
us,
rank up ability that I can't get to.
Like,
so if I wanted to rank all of these 6 pieces up to 4, it'd be like, you don't have enough of the pristine material to be able to.
It looks like foreign, and it looks like the Predator's little armband here, where he. I'm not gonna do that on YouTube. Like that laugh.
To get there, so then if I click this, it'll basically tell me where to go and find it,
Those were hard
or how
to
to get it. That's the thinking.
In the last.
There's something else we could do here. Again, interested in your comments down below. Let's say I go to rank up everything to 4, but I don't quite have enough. We could either have it automatically deselect an item until it finds enough material that you've got, or you could literally press an item yourself and deselect it, or it could just, I press rank up all and it will take me as high as it possibly can, but it actually won't rank everything up to 4.
That's the choice. If I'm going for rank up all, that means I'm ready for all stats, no matter what they are. There's 4 times 6, there's 24 substats there that I can't see, but I'm just ready to click a button and send them all to, to upwards and onwards. If I don't have enough stats, I don't want it to happen at all. And then I want to choose after that which ones. Like, if it doesn't work, red them all out maybe. And then as I click off the ones, then it gets like green after it's all good. Because if I have to have one that doesn't have the stats going up, I don't want AI, fucking Skynet, to choose for me, because it might choose the helmet that just has garbage ass shit on it, and when I'd rather it just, at least if I'm gonna just put it, miss one or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I want to choose. I'm in charge. Oh my god, I just did a fucking Hustle and Flow reference that nobody gets but my wife.
4.
Jesus.
So let's say I've got enough to rank everything up to 3. I could press this button and it would just take stuff up to 3 because I didn't have enough material to rank up to 4. So interested in what you think.
I like those little blips. I like this shit right here.
Press this button and it would just take stuff up
The
to
little
3
things
because
that
I didn't
floated
have
up right
enough
after he did
material
this.
to rank up to 4. So interested in what you think about that.
Nice.
But yeah, lots of sort of small changes here.
I don't know why.
A couple of other things. So if I want
It's
to
Hercules' son.
see more heroes, then we've got this kind of like idea of a button that would just pop out more. Obviously got things like
What a fun
unbinding up
game.
here. If I wanted like quick filter on heroes, I could be like, yeah, do rarity, but then also show me cunning, and also show me like defenders, for example. So
those would have been awesome. I guess we're all learning at the same time, ground level, floor level. It'll all become super second nature, just like the affinities did in Raid, and all this shit you needed to learn in Raid. Now you just look at it and you understand. there were campaign missions in maybe campaign or adventure mode that started to ask, 3 cunning eternal slayers, and I'm like, fuck are you talking about, man? And then you had to come over to the character select screen, and there was these pictures right there. Again, we'll understand them very simply, very easy after just a few days / weeks, but I was new and I was like, oh shit, as I hover over them, it was like, bam, popped up with all this other stuff that I needed to learn. And that's cool. Like, that's fine. I'll do that. But it would have also been super dope if all of this was right there. So it could just like hold my hand because I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be nice. I hope it's available in the next beta.
It would like start to rank sort for you. So that's the idea around gearing. Again, give me your comments, and then let's look at
What about
upgrading our heroes. So
okay,
yeah, here's where I see the filters for heroes. So again, there's only some stuff because I'm on Figma that I could show you, but basically pop it out, give me my sorting. I could filter by a number of different things. I could filter by different effects, etc. Again, just trying to keep it cleaner than what we've got currently and easier to use.
We got a lot to
is
learn,
the idea
boys.
here.
I'm excited.
We've got batch promotion.
That's like one of the #1 things I'm excited about GodForge. Raid is cool. I mean, no, it's not, but it is what it is. If you're here and you know what Raid is, you play and you're invested by now. Your account's probably a few years old, and it is what it is. You've thrown a couple bucks / a couple hundred / a couple $1,000 at that account, but there's nothing that's coming out that, like, you remember when we would go to Deadwood's website and we would all as a community be trying to figure out all this shit, and we were just scouring YouTube videos. We were hitting foreign videos. We were going to Russia to try to get teams and more or less actually like the stats before the calculators came out, before all the awesome tools that the community made. We were just doing this old school style, and that's what I'm stoked about, getting into a new game with new bosses, new mechanics, new things to do. Just learning it all together from the ground floor to where you know enough to where you can actually teach somebody and make a video about, hey, you want to start a GodForge account? Well, listen to me because I'm a geek. I can't wait to get to that level.
Which we're thinking to do. So this was probably the #1 feedback point in the beta, which again we like totally agreed with. We just hadn't done it yet. But the idea of, okay, I want to take heroes from 1-star to 2-star, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, tells me literally how many I could do right now. So I could click on 2 to 3. I could click on, I don't want to do that one because it's got a couple of the heroes that I want to use for something else, for example.
Like,
and then I could hit promote, and then all of those would be ranked up. And then once I've done that, let's say I did it on like 2 to 3 like this, it would show me how many new ones now are available. 3 to 4,
build a lot of food.
4 to 5, etc. So it's using all of your materials in one go, super fast, super easy to do. And then you'd have like the example here of going from
look at all that
5 to 6. Again, it's all sort of laid out for you. It's laid out whether you're using spirits or heroes, and you could like click in there and you could kind of like tell it, do you want to use heroes or spirits? You can tell it basic rules around what you're prepared to feed, that type of stuff, and then again you can promote.
Appreciate you guys throwing that in.
So this is
simple to figure out.
A kind of like idea of a fix for like batch promoting heroes. We'll just save you at least a bazillion clicks from what we had already.
Yeah.
So if we want to just
carpal tunnel,
look at the hero in all their glory, I could turn the UI off with this button and then zoom in and just like
sick. Turning the UI off. Stupid stuff, not stupid stuff. Small, stupid little stuff like that is worth its weight in gold. Well done, boys.
Go around it. Imagine this is a camera. Oh yeah, so if I want to see an ability, and see it with more details.
Nowadays, I don't know.
And it gives me kind of like a info of what's going on. So all of the info about your abilities on one page.
I get it, but
so you might want the detailed version, you might not, but that's a thought. Yeah, if we want to upgrade our hero, so this is another area where we think we can improve what we've got. And we're still playing around with ideas here. So none of this is final. Nothing you're seeing in this video is final. It's us playing with ideas, trying to improve what we're doing. So on this screen, for example, I could literally just level up, press this button, takes me to the next level, tells me how much that's going to cost.
Give me
I could
a
also
little
say,
noise.
give me.
I like that versus the stupid dance that you remember you used to have to watch before they just they used to make us watch that stupid shit. Oh my god. It took so long to level up shit until they finally gave us that huge quality of life update and raid where we could finally do everything multiple and we didn't have to watch the stupid dances. And oh my gosh, it was so much better. It came, I shouldn't say it came right after, but it came a little bit, a few weeks / months after Hell Hades did a shit that was like a week-long champion chase when they were giving away Krisk for first place. You guys remember that one? Hell Hades looked like he does in this video right now on day one, and then by the end he looked like fucking Santa Claus. He looked like me, not Santa, but like big ass beard started growing on his shit, and he's just like like he was fucking drained. He looked like he could have maybe been like a double or a extra in a fucking zombie movie or something like that. And of course, the guy that he was going head to head with knew what was going on. After a couple of days, he realized that he was going head to head with Hell Hades. So that was pretty cool, man. Those were good times. I hope. And because Hell Hades went through something like that, hopefully experiences like those will bleed into the development of this game to create something like that, a moment like that, or a week-long moment like that, but an event, something the community actually gets behind. We have community events in Raid, and they're like, watch content creators fucking spend all these sweet-ass resources we gave them and trying to score points, or, like, that shit's garbage. Nobody really cares. Like, if you go on Raid's Twitter, there's like 6 people commenting, and I'm one of them talking shit most of the time. Because they'll be like, oh, contest, like, fucking draw this shit, and we're gonna, do all this work on our behalf. And then they're like, first place gets 50 brews and a legendary tome. It's like, motherfucker, shut up, bitch.
Like the next jump to like a max level, bam, I could hit promote, and it's telling me what do I need to be able to promote. So right now I'm using a spirit and I'm using a hero. I could click on the hero and change the hero out, or I could it's probably not let me do it here, but I could choose another spirit, for example, and then I can hit that. Promote, and it's going to take me to the next star level.
You better have them 2 buttons further away from mofos with fat thumbs, man. They're gonna be pissed.
Right, so if I wanted to go to, say, 6-star, I can click the 6 here, and it's like, whoa, hold on, you can't do 5, you're missing something.
Those are close together,
when I click on that, it's like, what am I missing? Right, I need to either feed a hero, or I need another spirit, whatever it is, and it'd be like, okay, I'm going to feed this hero instead, hit the promote, 6-star now, and I should be able to go all the way up, because I've filled in the missing gaps, for example. So we're really looking at how do we streamline this feeling. I can't show you the Ascension here, but we're considering having Ascension basically almost like in the same mode. Yep. So, I could click this and basically it would just flip this now into Ascension. And again, it'd be like 2-star, show me what I need. 3-star, show me what I need.
You can just have the bar right above it. It's just in that color or whatever the hell it's going to be, purple. Same gig right there. Keep it all just right there. That's my vote after thinking about it for 6 seconds.
But ideally, it's like, how do we reduce the clicks? How do we reduce the friction? There shouldn't be like no friction to doing it, because it's like, are you even playing a game at that point? But we're just trying to reduce the friction so it feels better to play the game, basically. So that's where we're at with hero promotion. I think that's about everything here on this screen to show you. So yeah, gearing, hero promotion, these are all mock-ups right now. What do you think? How do you feel about some of the different sort of directional things that we're doing here? Everything here we're doing is like How do we make the game feel better to play? How do we make the game more enjoyable? And obviously, as I said at the start, we're also doing a whole bunch of dev work to speed up, game feel, to make it flow better. Look at the summoning experience, looking at campaign. How does that become more exciting to play? Tons of stuff, honestly, absolutely tons of stuff. But this is what I just wanted to share because I thought we're in a pretty good place to share and get feedback. There you go. I've been Simon from Fateless.
Fucking Simon from Fateless, man. Check him out. Good for you guys. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video right there. Thanks for checking everything out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Can't believe I just said that, but I'm a YouTube content creator now. That's what I do. Peace.